I'm glad we have this man here today. Dr. Akintunde Salako is here with us.
Yes.
He's the founder, head the B of the Wellness Lab. That's
is.
aimed to empower women, help you improve your physical, your mental, your spiritual health. Along his journey, he has helped over 100,000 women.
I believe it.
And counting.
Woo!
We're going to open up the phone lines right now. This man is a doctor.
Black man.
He got his doctorate in physical therapy.
Crazy.
He's not talking out the side of his neck. His Sulako Method is tried and proven over and over and over again. Please welcome him to the show, the one and only Dr. Akintunde Salako.
Dr. Salako! Wow. Welcome.
Yes, my Nigerian brethren.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all having me.
I knew you would.
Yes. I love your mission.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I truly do. And I love that you specifically have targeted women, especially women who are 35 years of age and older. And when I read about this, I was curious to why did you want to start there?
Yeah. So when I first started, I was a personal trainer, and I was training both men and women at that time. And it was funny because about 80% of the clients at that time were women. So then once I transitioned to online in the beginning, we were still training both men and women at the time as well. And then I looked at my insights, and it was 92% women, and then the rest were men. So then I was like, okay, women are drawn to us and the work that we're doing. And then my mother, she started to have her own health issues as well. And seeing some of the things that she went through, I was raised by all women.
Yep.
So it's like I always had an affinity for women because I seen strong women trying to get healthy, juggling life, etc. So it all just kind of, it's like, okay, God is leading me towards this. Let's go head first. And then we transitioned to strictly everything related to women and deep diving because y'all have a lot of different things going on when it gets to health. Yeah. So that's where the journey led us, and then we just went head first with it.
I love this, right? And it's specific. And it's interesting because I look at you, and when we met you in the lobby, I was like, yo, this guy is pretty athletic. And you have your own journey, right? Talk about your journey. You had surgery on your ankles, right?
Yes.
Tell us about your career prior to this that led you into this field.
Yeah, so I played basketball at Virginia Union University, and I hooped there for about 3 years. I played at junior college as well, and at Virginia Union, my senior year, I rolled my ankle. And once I rolled my ankle, it took me out for like 10 games. After that, I had a surgery 2016, 2017, and 2019 on my ankle. And through that, I was like, okay, going into school, I was either going to be a professional athlete who bought a bunch of physical therapy clinics, or I'm just going to be a physical therapist. Ankle injury, I can't go play basketball anymore. So then I went the physical therapy route. And once I went back to school 2018, got my doctorate in physical therapy, I was a sports physical therapist. And with that, was working out of Maryland, working with high-level athletes, active population, and it kind of just blossomed. But for me, I went in knowing I need the knowledge so that I can go do what I want to do. Because physical therapy is cool, but it gets mundane after a while. I like the high-level things. So after I left Maryland, we moved to Nebraska. And in Nebraska, it was one of those things, if I'm starting from scratch, ain't no better time than the present to really just chase your dreams and go all in.
Wow, I love this. Dr. Akintunde Salako is here. I'm not a woman, but to your point, I was raised by him. And, that's why I'm so into what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm curious to what you've learned. I mean, obviously, when you do this kind of work for men, it's different than what it would be for women. What are some of those differences?
So one, if we look at just muscle mass, that's one of the major differences. I hear it all the time when I get on calls with women and they're like, oh yeah, my husband can eat whatever he want to eat and he don't gain no weight, but then I eat a piece of bread and all of a sudden I done gained 30 pounds. And if we look at it, one, men naturally carry more muscle mass. So because we carry more muscle mass, we're able to burn more calories at rest. So I could spare to eat a couple extra calories and I'll be perfectly fine because I'm burning more calories at rest. Versus women, especially if you're a woman who isn't exercising consistently, you're not lifting weights, building muscle, at rest you carry less muscle mass. So your metabolism is a little slower. So you can't spare to have the extra roll of bread. You can't spare to have the extra something sweet at night because for you, your metabolism isn't going as high, so you can't consume as much calories.
Yeah.
I know you. Why would my name come in this? Like,
I mean, you eat at night.
wow.
And you steal a plate at night.
I'm just saying,
Exactly,
Tracy.
doctor. He ding dong rings my doorbell and says, "I smell something." We live across the hall from each other in an apartment building.
Yeah,
it is crazy.
But my muscle mass allows me to take a few extra bites at night, Tracy. That's why I'm bringing this up. But Heather, I thought it was Heather actually brought you to my attention, and she had been stalking you for so long. But what was it about him that appealed to you?
So first, let me say this. Thank you for your work and your service, because honestly, as I followed you and I was watching your Instagram, I felt an inner connection. Like I felt like it was spiritual, but I didn't know your background and your history. And then I started to see like you would start posting sometimes morning prayer.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I got it. Okay. He's of service.
Yeah.
He's a physician, but God has blessed him also to be of service in a different type of way. So it explained now about your approach and how you did it. And I felt like for the first time, I wasn't with a drill sergeant.
Yeah.
I wasn't with somebody who was making me feel bad for possibly pulling up to a fast food place, but now making the right choices as to what to order at that fast food place. I've never seen it broken down in such a relatable way. And not that some doctors don't do it, but there was a spiritual connection as well. And so I saw some of the success stories, and it wasn't like these big transformations, but you saw the 5 pounds. Like you really saw it, and you saw that, okay, I know today I couldn't do an hour, but I feel good about my 40 minutes. And so much so that Sway started to say to me, hey, you starting to look different. What are you doing? I was like, I'm just walking right now, bro. Like I'm just walking. And I started to add on the little things that you suggested. And I'm feeling a lot better. I'm seeing the results. And I just wanted to thank you for it. So that's why it wasn't a complete stalk. It was more like he needs to share this and have a platform to speak to other women who in my position just busy and sometimes just don't feel like it and enjoys a good sloppy burger sometimes as well and not feel guilty about it.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
for saying that. Yeah, because the biggest thing in my approach, I tell even my staff this, is at the end of the day, we're here to serve. And when we approach our clients, a lot of people are focused on point Z. And when they come to us, they're at point A. Point A is where, all right, I'm over 200 pounds. Point Z is I'm back in the 150s. I feel like I did in high school, like I'm in a groove.
Right.
What do we need? What is the first step that we need to tackle for us to get in momentum? Maybe that is, okay, instead of getting off of work, getting in the car, driving home, cooking dinner, just sitting on the couch, let's go for a 10-minute walk. What is point A? Going for a walk during your lunch break. Like doing little steps each day is what gets people to the goal, and that is our approach of it doesn't all have to happen. You're not going to lose 30 pounds in 30 days because you've been gaining weight since the pandemic. It's going to take some time for us to get there. Give yourself the grace as you go through it.
You mentioned, too, that you help women reverse lifestyle diseases. What does that mean?
Yes. So if we look at something as simple as type 2 diabetes, that's one of the silent killers. And most of us, we know our habits are what is leading us there. Because type 2 diabetes, yes, for some people it can be genetic, but type 2 diabetes is one that we are in control of. Type 1 diabetes is what you get from birth. With type 2 diabetes, is coming through your habits. The excess sugar and carb intake that we have on a day-to-day, the lack of exercise, those little activities like that over time, they compound. If you think about it, if most of us take a step back, when is the last time that I exercised? I'm eating carbs crazy like I'm a marathon runner, knowing I'm just sitting down and I'm actually not as active. That sugar has to go somewhere. And if you're not expending it in energy, now this leads to consistent rises in your blood sugar. Next thing we know, our A1C is high. Now we want to do something about it and cut out all of our carbs, where moderation from the beginning, we can get back to a point where we don't have to deal with these things. Oftentimes the diseases come from our habits. If we address the habits, you can get to the underlying root of the disease.
Can you give me some case examples of people, without mentioning their names, and that had conditions that you helped reverse?
Yes. So I have one lady in particular. She came to us and her A1C was a 14.
Wow.
And that is significant. That's like you need to turn things around immediately.
Okay. A1C means?
Your A1C is when you go to the doctor, they're looking at your blood sugar levels.
Okay.
The range is typically anything lower than 5.4.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're at a 14, you're running the risk of, you can lose a stroke, you're running the risk of losing a foot, etc. Like 14 is high.
Okay.
So when she came to us and I had the conversation with her, I love on people, but there's a point where you have to be stern.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially I was like, we can't play around with this anymore. You're playing with your life. So once she joined into our program, the first thing we did is take a wholehearted look at her diet, and then we reduced her carb intake. She would typically have like bread and toast in the morning. Then she would have a smoothie for lunch. Then she'd have a snack here, a snack here. So for the next 30 days, we removed all of her snacking. We increased her protein intake. I got her walking. On average, we were doing about 6,000 to 7,000 steps every day. And then we started strength training just twice a week because I didn't want to throw too much in there. And within that month, her A1C went down from a 14 to a 10.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
A lot can happen in a little bit of time when you're hyper-focused on these things.
Yeah.
I love this, man. Dr. Akani Salako is here. Tracy, you barely made the demographic of 35 and above.
Oh, please.
But still, I think you can still contribute to the conversation. Go for it.
No, I absolutely can. I'm in my late 30s, and I'm really happy to have you, Dr. Salako, especially because you are male. And with us being in a patriarchal society, I feel like oftentimes women and men are learning about male interest or learning about the male anatomy, et cetera, et cetera. And I find that a lot of men don't know that even a woman's cycle is not just she's on her period and she's off her period. There's a follicular phase, there's when you're ovulating, etc. And even like conversations about perimenopause, which has really entered the chat, like, I don't know, on a mainstream level, maybe perhaps 5 years ago, in my opinion. And women are still starting to understand that for ourselves, and we are the ones directly impacted. But for men, I find in general that there isn't an interest because it's like, okay, that's just for women, right? They'll figure this out. This doesn't really impact me. But we live in a life where even whatever your sexual orientation is, you still are engaging with the opposite sex. Can you break down for our male listeners about the women's hormonal cycle and also what perimenopause is and menopause, as well as how they can be supportive of the women in their life?
Yes. So if we look through the various stages of menopause, there's a lot of shifts that are happening. And the main thing, one, your estrogen levels are coming down. What is your body trying to do? Your body's trying to adjust by increasing your testosterone levels and your androgen levels. That is going to cause shifts in your energy, shifts in your mood, shifts in how you look. And for a lot of the ladies that come to us, the biggest thing is like, okay, doc, before I'd be able to eat this thing and it would go to my hips, it'd go to my desirable places. Now all of a sudden, all of my weight is around my midsection. So now they're dealing with changes to externally. They have to wrestle with their identity and who am I becoming in this season? Now we're in menopause. Now I have to change how I approach things. I have to change my food. I have to change my sleep habits because internally I'm struggling with these changes. Externally, I'm dealing with the reality that I'm getting a little older. So they have to wrestle with multiple things at the same time. And we have to be cognizant in a simple question of how can I support you in this season? As your body is changing, how can I support you? How can I remind you that I still see you, even though at this point right now, you may not be able to see yourself?
Dr. Akani Salako, I want everybody who calls, who is listening right now, to hit him up on his Instagram, too. I should have given it out more.
Yeah.
Tell me your Instagram, man.
Yeah, so my Instagram is dr.salako, dr.salako.
Okay. And hit them up beyond, because not everybody's going to make it to these phone lines, obviously. But
yeah, lines are lighting up.
Follow him, hit him up directly, let him know you heard him on the show, and he'll definitely respond to you. Priscilla's on the line from California.
Hey, Priscilla. Good morning.
Good day. Prissy.
Her phone.
Wait,
Is she
yo,
at Dodger Stadium?
I love you. Hate your phone. Priscilla, what's your question for the doctor?
Yeah, so I'm in a psychopharmacology class right now, and one of my discussions actually for today, it was asking whether premenstrual dysphoric disorder was a real diagnosis, whether it was worthy of the DSM-5, or is it this misogynist social construction? So I just wanted to ask that question to the doctor. What does he think?
Can you repeat the question for me, please?
Yeah, sure. So my discussion question in my class was premenstrual dysphoric disorder, whether it was a real diagnosis that is worthy of the DSM-5, or is it this social construction that we have in society?
Okay. So in regards to that particular question, anything related to the DSM-5 is out of the scope of my particular practice, so I can't give you a wholehearted answer without having enough background information on it.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but aren't you happy he didn't try to answer it without?
I feel like I gotta I gotta go look it up.
Yeah, now we just
She's talking about
If I know it, I got
PMDD,
you. If I don't,
which
I'm
is
gonna
like a
tell
more
you.
severe form of PMS, PMDD.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
thank you
Okay.
guys so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Priscilla, and keep calling. You got interesting topics, and you're a
Yeah.
super citizen.
It's Sway in the morning.
Danielle is in Louisiana. D.
Louisiana, baby.
What's
Danny,
up,
how you
What up,
doing?
Danielle?
First time caller.
We got a first-time caller,
Let's
Jordan.
go, Torchy.
Welcome to the discussion.
Hi, Dr. Salako. It's Danielle.
Danielle, what's poppin'? This is actually one of my old clients.
Oh,
How
really?
are you?
Oh, damn, you said what's poppin'?
He
We heard
recognizes her voice. Wow.
I did, yeah, I recognized her voice. Danielle,
That's
how are you?
crazy.
How are you?
That's
we heard the real
beautiful.
doctor right there.
What up, my G?
Danielle, what's poppin'? We getting lit later? But
I just want to say that Dr. Sulako is the truth. He helped me change
Yes.
both physically on the outside and inside. I was one of those clients that I was pre-diabetic, had high blood pressure, and working with him, I thought he was kind of crazy at first because he told me I was going to lose 30 pounds in like 3 to 4 months, and within 3 months I was down like 25 pounds.
Amen. Wow.
wow.
One of the things, Danielle, I wonder if you can comment on, and I'll ask Doc as well. What I noticed a lot, all of the programs, you talk about sleep and the importance of rest. And I know people have a hard time choosing foods and different things like that and following the food program. But why is it so hard for people to get rest?
Yes. If you think about it, there's a lot of different factors that play into when we go to sleep. We have a routine for everything, but we don't have a bedtime routine. We expect us to just lay in the bed and, all right, it's time for me to go to bed, and your body's supposed to respond. If we look at one of the things of like cortisol levels, a lot of us have higher levels of cortisol because of whether it's stress, whether it's lack of exercise, whether it's lack of sleep, etc. These are external things that affect us internally. So when it comes to sleep, if you're on average, you're supposed to get average around like 7 to 9 hours. I understand that's unrealistic for some people, but if you can strive to that, it can improve your internal stress levels to allow you to get a better night's rest. If we look at something, if we look at something
Shouted
where
me out before.
if you're consistently getting like 5 or less hours of sleep on average, then in the morning your cortisol levels are typically elevated. And it makes it harder for you to get to sleep at night. Scrolling on your phone before you go to bed, the blue light.
Tracy.
Oh, please.
Wow.
That is a big
Mike.
Callaway
Mike
flaw.
Muse.
Mike Muse. I'm sorry, that's Mike Muse.
So like the blue
How did I
light,
get in this?
so
We
that
need
affects
you all,
like your
dog.
melatonin production, and
Yeah.
it prevents you from being able to get a quality night's rest. Melatonin is one of the things that your body releases to help you go to bed. So we have little lifestyle habits that affect our sleep, and then we wonder why we will sleep 8 hours, but you wake up tired. You didn't get quality sleep because all the things leading up to it.
Wow.
Man.
Damn, I'm
Facts.
doing
That's
it all
it.
wrong
You doing
right
it
there,
wrong,
boy.
Sway.
Man, that's crazy.
Change your name to Charmaine and join the program.
Charmaine.
Sign up.
Yo, but what you said about sleep, Doc, is real. I think about all of the anti-aging products. You know, there's a big sale happening at Sephora right now, but nothing can beat rest when it comes to a beauty
Absolutely.
routine. For real.
Absolutely.
Danielle, first of all, I didn't mean to just dismiss you, but
Yeah,
so
I asked her too.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
all good.
Danielle, so you stand by Dr. Salako, right?
I do.
I appreciate
And he helped you lose 25 pounds in 3 months.
3 months, bro.
And it took you your
Yeah.
whole lifetime to get to that 3 months.
Right.
Wow. What's
it.
that
Don't let him
mean?
do you like that, Danielle.
What's that mean?
Danielle,
Don't
Yeah,
let him do
like,
you
you
like
know
that,
that
Danielle.
Danielle, thank you for your call. You're a super citizen,
That's Sway
okay?
in the morning.
I want to go to Mike Muse, but I want to take this call first, Mike. This is Sahir from Detroit. Sahir, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hey, Sahir.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for
What's
welcoming me. Thank you,
Hello,
doctor,
hello.
for doing the work. It's always good
Thank
to
you,
have a
thank you.
doctor in our community that really does the work.
Yes.
Absolutely. So what's on your mind?
So, quick question, doctor. I'm a part of the LGBT community. I'm over 40, and I am preparing my body for pregnancy. It's so crazy. I'm listening to this as I'm leaving the gym, and I have a fertility appointment today. So just any suggestions that you can give me to increase my chances of pregnancy, the non-traditional way.
Yeah. Couple things. One, you want to first have that conversation with your doctor so they can, because they're going to know a lot more about your background and your medical history, because a lot of those things are going to play into what actions you're specifically supposed to take. If we look from a general standpoint, one, what does your nutrition and your diet look like? Are you getting a well-balanced diet of enough fruits and vegetables? Are you getting a well-balanced diet of enough protein? So we want to make sure that we're putting your body in a position where it, from a ground level, it's healthy enough to carry through full term. Secondly, we want to look at your exercise habits. Do we have a history of high blood pressure? If so, we need to start walking more consistently. We need to improve our heart health. We need to start exercising more, because little things like that will at least give your body the baseline things that it needs to be able to carry full term, where we don't have to worry about preeclampsia and those type of things.
Gotcha. I'm a pretty healthy kid, Even at 42, I have pretty much the body of like a 30-year-old, so I'm pretty active.
Okay.
Come on now.
Talk your talk.
About to put you on my vision board.
Bad body. Okay, bad body is given. But I'm very active. But I mean, of course, I'm still over 40, and this body is over 40. My ovaries are, over 40. So just being aware of those things and trying to just tap in more with my body on increasing those chances.
For sure.
Do you have a OBGYN and a fertility doctor that you see? Because if not, I would like for you to look up Dr. Camilla Says. She's a really good friend of mine. She's in Harlem, New York, but talk to her as well and just let her know that I sent you. Dr. Camilla Says. She's a great woman, has a wealth of information, and cares about our people. And she's Sway neighbor in New York.
Oh, that doesn't talk to me when she sees me.
Because she says she's been.
Yeah.
It's Dr. Camilla Says, like SAYS, because she gives advice on her social media platform on her Instagram. So Dr. Camilla Says.
But she doesn't talk off her Instagram.
Because she waved to you for 5 years, she said, and you would just look at her like, who's she waving to? She said she would just wave to you, and you just like,
That's misogynistic, Sway.
I can't even deny that.
Like, who's she waving at? Okay. And she wanted a little more than what you actually gave out.
Doc,
it's the Nigerian in you.
It's the Nigerian.
I get it.
What's the benefit of me waving back?
Oh, wow.
I'm Nigerian.
Wow.
Mike Muse, you got a
question?
question?
So thank you, Sahir. But reach out to her, Dr. Camilla Says, on Instagram, and let her know I sent you.
And you're a super citizen. And
so
keep
much.
us posted. Keep us posted.
Yeah.
Keep us posted, okay?
Listen, shout out to the first black mayor that we just got in Detroit, Mary Sheffield. Love y'all. Have a great night.
Hey,
all right, absolutely.
And congrats in advance.
Mayor.
Yep. She must have knew you was up next. Mike, you got a question?
Yeah, she's my Mayor
Michigan.
Mayor-elect Sheffield. Congratulations to you. Yes, Doc, I have a question for you. I heard something recently that helped me change my mindset on working out. I was already actively working out, but there was a mindset. And someone said, Mike, I'm working out for my future self. And so if you could talk a little bit more about the importance of that. Because I think we always think working out for short-term, immediate results, immediate goals. But can you talk to us about when you turn 70 and 80?
Yes. So every decade that we all age, if we don't exercise consistently, if we're not eating, or at least striving to eating a little healthier, our bodies are changing. There's age-related changes where you're losing muscle mass, you're losing bone density, hormonal shifts are happening, whether you're a man or a woman. How do we combat that? Exercise. Exercise is one of the things that allow us to prevent frailty. Exercise is one of the things that allows us to prevent anything related to osteoporosis. We need to exercise. And if we look at it from a simple term, from my background, physical therapy, one of the things we look at is walking speed, and that correlates to how healthy an individual is. Over time, if we look in like our elderly population, if they have a lower walking speed, that is an indicator of, like, I don't want to say near death, but that is an indicator that things aren't going well, essentially.
Yeah.
So if you were right now, regardless of what your age is, lay on the ground and try to get up without using your hands. If that is a struggle, imagine how you would feel 10 to 20 years from now without exercising, without eating healthy. If you, God forbid that you have a fall, how are you getting up?
Wait, when you say lay on the ground, you mean like on your back?
Yep, lay on your back
Like a
and
turtle.
try to stand up.
Let me see what you mean, man. Can you demonstrate that? Is that possible?
I can.
He can do
Show
it.
off, Doc.
I don't know.
Right.
Look at that. Okay.
Yeah,
You
'cause-
demonstrate, Sway.
And while he's doing that right
the
now,
doctor.
we're all gonna learn something right now. Sway just looked at the floor.
So how can you,
Oh wow!
are we able to do this?
That was 5 seconds
Not without
flat.
sounding like somebody cracking a bag of walnuts around here. Everything.
You gonna try it?
Oh,
Let's
Sway's
go,
gonna
Sway.
try
I know
that?
you can do it, bro. Don't
got
cheat.
All right. Okay. What did you do?
All right,
Get
Sway's
up.
on his
Just
back.
get up and you can't
Don't
use your
overthink it.
hands.
Just get up without using your hands.
Oh, that's where it comes in.
Do it. Do it. Let's go.
Oh, he's down.
Yes.
You
No,
did
he
it.
used his hands. I'm here. No, he used his hands.
Oh, use his hands.
He used his palms too.
Nah, Doc.
Doc, just because you on his show, you'll be back. Don't worry. I got you. I'll make sure you come back. You don't have to be nice.
Yo, what does that
Just
mean
because
that I
it's on
couldn't
the
swing
show.
that?
It just gives you something to work on, essentially. And
Am I
it's
nearing death?
No, not at all.
Whoa.
Not at all. But it
Okay.
gives you something to work on of, okay, maybe there's areas where I'm lacking in mobility now.
Okay.
Maybe there's areas where now I need to start stretching a little more. Now I need to start exercising a little more.
Okay.
So that I can make my body more resilient for the things that happen with life.
Yeah.
That was
Cue up
crazy.
Brand Nubian. Slow down.
Don't do that.
That was like the theme song.
Whatever.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Man, I'm breath. I'm out of breath over that. Mike, that was a great question.
That was Mike.
But listen, in all seriousness, what he's doing
Yeah.
is much needed in our communities. It's much needed in your household. The Sulako Method is a
Yes.
method that he's created, a system that you say blends health, hormone balance, and personalized fitness, right? Is there a book? Is there a platform people could go to where they could find out more about it and
Website,
reach out to you?
Yes. So on Instagram, that is where I mainly am. If you go on Instagram and you DM me the word coach, COACH, if you DM me the word coach, what that does is it starts a conversation where we can have a conversation in the DMs and really just talk about what are your goals, talk about what you're struggling with, and help you figure out what is the best game plan forward to reach, whether it's a weight loss, whether it's improving your health and balancing your hormones or whatever. So it all starts with DMing me the word coach on Instagram, and the conversation goes from there.
You got to come back on the show, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta
to.
be reoccurring. A lot of times
Yeah.
on it. Well, you on the East Coast, right?
I'm on the East Coast, but it's nothing but a flight. Just tell me when.
Okay.
It's nothing but a
Sometimes
flight.
we're on the East Coast, so
Yeah.
it might be a little earlier. I mean, a little easier for you. But Dr. Salako, make sure you follow him at Salako.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes,
for
yes,
your
yes.
Thank you.
contributions to the community. Thank you
Yes.
for your help to our women. You
Thank
know,
you.
and
For real.
I appreciate you. A stand-up guy, and I love what you decided to dedicate your life to. I don't know how you ended up with those weak ankles, but whatever
Wow.
you've done since then.
Wow. You know.
It was fair. That's a fair shot. I'll take it. Not the first time
you
I
don't
heard it.
have
It's a
to.
fair
Just
shot.
because it's his show, you don't
Listen.
got to be nice. I got
okay.
you.
That's all, man. I'm just sitting here.
Weak ankles.
Nah, this guy
I
is
still give anyone out there 40 on the court. I'm just putting
Okay,
that out.
I like
All right,
that.
now you want to run down your basketball resume to him?
Nah, not in front of the doctor, but I couldn't get off the floor. He ain't gonna believe me. Hey, but thanks for coming through, brother.
Thank
I
you for
appreciate
having
you. Thank you, Hope. Congratulations to the
Congrats.
both of you.
Yep.
All right, and he'll be reoccurring, right, Heather?
Yes, absolutely,
Let's make it
100%.
happen.
You hit me up, call me. We will make sure this happens at least once a month if you
Let's
can.
make it happen.
Oh,
Right,
you could
for sure.
DM him again.
Don't do that. It was listen. I did not want Hope. I did not want him to think that I was a creep, right? And so sometimes people can just hit you up, but I was hoping that you would personally respond if you went to my page, do a little research, right?
Yeah.
And I DM'd Coach just to make sure he was going to do the work that he promised he would do on the Instagram.
Sure.
And then I waited a little while, and then I said next week and he hit me right back.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Listen, she pinned at the top of my DMs.
Oh, did she? Oh, see. Okay, all right. That's good, man.
I do my work.
All right.
I can get up. Get up. Everybody get up. Salt, pepper, torch.
All right.